Morning folks, I'm Lloyd Purvis and this is Run for Adventure, and you join me bright-eyed and bushy-tailed on a Sunday morning. In fact, you can probably tell by my voice the sun has just come up, but bear with me 1 second.
Hello, welcome to Starbucks. What can I get for you today?
Could I just get a tall eggnog latte, please?
Of course you can. Would you like the nutmeg on that one?
Yes, please.
Of course, lovely. Anything else for you?
That's it, thank you.
Thank you. If you'd like to make it around and get us started.
Thanks very much, cheers.
Thank you.
Bye. I know it would be rude not to. It is coming close to Christmas and I am a little bit addicted to Starbucks eggnog latte. So we're going to stop, pick up our drink, and then we are heading off down to Zena today. We got a really good route planned and we're meeting up with John. So if you follow the channel, you'll know John recently finished his first 100 miler. So let's get down there and see how he's getting on. Oh, so good, it's like cake in a cup.
We find ourselves starting from scratch, brick by brick. No path carved out for us now. The brush is thick.
Right, we have arrived in the beautiful little town of Zena. Weather's looking okay-ish, bit cloudy over there, pretty windy as well, but where is he? Here he is. Where is it? Hello, John.
Hello, mate.
How you doing, mate? How you feeling after your big ordeal?
Yeah, not
What is
too
it,
bad.
4 weeks ago now?
4 or 5 weeks. Yeah, not too bad.
Body's feeling all right, recovered?
Yeah,
Nothing's fallen off?
nothing's fallen off. Yeah.
That's always a good sign. So is this your first sort of biggish run back since the 100?
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. So we got lots of things planned on today's run. Obviously we're going to be chatting to John along the way, find out how he's recovered, how the event went and what his next adventure is going to be. We're also testing a load of kit. So I've got the Saw Walltech long sleeve top on. Done a few runs in it. This is going to be the longest effort in it. It's a top that's been designed to be worn with a sort of hydration pack or race vest. And we're also testing one of them out. So I've got Ultimate Directions new Ultra Vest 6.0 to run in. And on our feet we've got Kalas and their Fuga EX2 with the gator system on. So we're heading out on the Zena loop today. It's going to be pretty wet and pretty muddy out there, so it should be a good test for them as well. But like I say, it's blowing a bit of a gale down here, so let's get kitted up, let's get out on the run. Okay, so that's the little bit of road section all done with out of Zena, and we've reached the top of the infamous Zena steps. So if you followed the channel, you'll know that this is a part of the Arc of Attrition route, which is coming up very soon, which we're going to talk about with John. So you'll be coming up these steps, going past this Zena sign and heading towards St Ives, which is always a great place to get to in the race. But we're going to be running that section from Zena to St Ives, so we'll be able to give you sort of an update on what the underfoot conditions are like. I dare say they're going to be muddy and wet, but let's see how bad they are. But yeah, body's feeling good. It's good to meet up with John and have a chat about things. But yeah, let's get on the coast path. That's where the fun begins. It's been a long time since myself and John have been out here, and we're just saying how we forget how tough it is. You can see just that section there, super technical, super rocky. It's like running down a river, you know, it really is wet underfoot. And obviously John's legs are still recovering from 100 miles. So when you get on this stuff, that's when you notice you're not fully recovered, isn't it? We've gone over the top there, right out onto the headland there at Zena and come round. But yeah, this is what you're going to be running on come end of Jan. This is one of the hardest sections of the Arc route. Like I said, super challenging, really technical. There's some really boggy sections where it sits very wet, and obviously you'll have just come through Pendeen as well, which is the Badlands as I call it, and then you're met with this, and this is challenging in itself. But when come to race day, when you're struggling through here, remember, that St Ives isn't far away, and oh my God, is that a beacon of light or what? When you hit there, you get a big boost of energy, you get looked after by the awesome angels, and you're pretty much home and dry. It's much easier running from St Ives to the finish. So hang on in there, dig deep and get to St Ives. Get some food in, get back out and get it finished. So remember that come January. So we just come over the old granite bridge there, and you can see John is heading off up the hill. That's the way you want to go. Luckily they put a sign here now, but lots of people used to just come over the bridge, run straight through and end up down in that gorge where you don't want to be. So definitely when you come over that bridge, which is just there, you want to take a right and follow it up a hill. Unfortunately it is quite a steep hill, but what a glorious morning, John. Sun's coming out, it's beautiful, and I've got to say it that for this time of year this section of the route is actually very dry. Obviously we've still got a fair bit of time before the race, and I'm sure Ferg will get out here with his hose pipe and make sure it's nice and wet and muddy for everyone, but at the moment this is super dry. So if this weather continues, should be good race conditions. Up we go, big hill now. More good news on the arc front. This section, John, how dry is this? Normally wading through sort of shin deep mud here, and okay, a little bit of mud, but no water, no wading. I've never seen it that dry in the middle of November, so more positive news. Although, to be honest, when you sign up for a winter 100 miler, surely you want the conditions to be bad, don't you? You want a challenge, you know. When you hear people signing up for a winter race going, well, I hope it's dry and sunny, I don't really understand that, you know. Surely you want a challenge, John, yeah? Yep. You want a challenge, don't you? And that is actually, good point, that is John's next challenge. So John is going to be lining up on the arc start line. How are you feeling about that, John? That confident. Always, it's good to be concerned, because that means that you know, respect what you're taking on.
I know I can do the distance.
Yeah, that's it. You've ticked that box already.
Factoring in the weather and the elevation. Yeah,
and obviously it's going to be on a route you know well.
Yeah.
You can get out here, train on it, recce it, practice it. Obviously 100 miles is always going to be daunting, especially when it's your first 100 miler in the winter. But you've got lots of positives as well, you know. You've done the distance, you're on a route you know, surrounded by people you know. Not a problem. There she blows, John. The glorious St Ives in front of us. This will be a great sight for sore eyes when you get here in the arc, mate. You'll love it. Give you lots of energy. You'll be feeling positive again, inspired to push through to the finish. So there she is. That's the view you'll all be looking forward to come the Arc of Attrition. So yeah, what, we're 5.5 miles in. Legs feeling good. Lungs felt a bit rough when I started, but they seem to have loosened up by now, so everything's good. And such a beautiful morning for a run. Incredible, man. So the Zena Loop, we're going to get to St Ives. Then we've got a little bit of road to soak up a steep hill from Porthmeor. And then we're going to be going back to Zena via the Inland Trail, which is another beautiful section, very different to this coast path. So a lot flatter, a lot more runnable. So watch that spike, John. So it's nice to have the variation. It'll be about 10.5 miles by the time we get back. Yeah, going really well. This is the hard hill I was talking about. So bit of a sting in the tail. We bumped into Richie, look. Yeah. Another TNT boy, another guy doing the arc. How are you thinking about the race next year, Richie? Looking forward to it?
Yeah, very much, yeah.
He's done it before, he's finished before. So
it's early days. Yeah. Whilst it's like this, it's easy to get a bit full.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
We were just saying that.
I'll be able to tolerate this.
It's pretty dry out there, isn't it?
It's got another 20, it can be 20 degrees colder than this.
Yeah, and underwater. Yeah. It should be a good weekend though, mate. Should be a good weekend. Rocking the Peregrine 10s, Rich, eh?
Yeah.
Come on.
I keep thinking these have got to go. I've got a pair of the
cling it on.
Well,
cling it on to it.
For this soft ground.
Oh, they're great.
Soft day.
Yeah.
They've got enough cushioning.
Grip's
left.
good.
Grip's brilliant.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
When you run a lot of miles, you don't want your shoes worn out. You don't want to buy a new pair of shoes and wear them out quickly.
No.
So,
yeah. Shoe rotation, mate. Shoe rotation.
Wet days, bring out your old.
All good. They got plenty of life left in them yet, Rich. Right, Richie.
Yeah. See you later.
Get home safe.
See you all.
We'll see you soon, yeah?
See you later, mate.
See you Tuesday. That was good. Always nice to bump into a fellow TNT crew member, getting the miles in for the arc. But yeah, we've done the road section. Now we're heading into the inland trails across the fields. Hi guys. Thank you. Pretty busy sort of walking route this, so a lot of people will walk from St Ives to Zena, stop at the Tinners, have a pint or a soft beverage and something to eat, and then walk back. It's a really good route, really popular with walkers and dog walkers and runners. So we can hear the bells ringing out in the distance from Zena Church, so we're not far away now, and it's been a super successful run. Body, lungs felt good. Once I'd warmed up a bit, we got what, probably half a mile to go till the finish. Pack's run really well, first long outing for it. I've done a couple of shorter runs, but this is the first double figure run and super comfy on. No movement, really good when it comes to the bounce and movement of the pack. I like the fact that the 500ml soft flasks have got valves that you can push down and lock off, so you're not going to squirt water over the place when you're sort of transporting them. But yeah, very comfortable, lots of accessible storage, so definitely a thumbs up for the first long run in the Ultimate Direction Ultra Vest 6.0. And the gaiter system on the Cala shoes have worked well as well. Still on, hasn't come loose. Like I said before, a lot of gaiters I've tried in the past just don't work, whereas the Cala system, because it's designed for specific shoes, seems to fit really well and work really well. So lots of positives on today's run. Are we going to stop and have a coffee, John?
Yep.
Awesome, that's the correct answer. Got to have a coffee at the end in the cafe there at Zena. Beautiful coffee, lovely cake. So let's get back. We'll have a bit of a stretch off, then coffee time. Well done, mate. Good to see you back running.
See you later.
Keep the recovery going, and we'll see you Tuesday.
Will do.
Yeah, cheers for the run, mate. Whoa. Get a bit chilly out there now. Woo. Clouded over. Oh, good to get back in the van. But yeah, really successful run. Hope you enjoyed coming along with John. Good to catch up with him, find out how the recovery's going, and obviously have a chat about the upcoming Arc of Attrition. Really good testing out the product. So that Saw Wall Tech long sleeve top worked really well out of the day. Pretty windy, pretty cold, kept me nice and warm, but I didn't overheat or anything like that. And for the first long run in the Ultimate Direction pack, went really well. Very comfortable, loads of storage that's accessible, which is super important when it comes to my sort of running packs or hydration vests, and no movement or bounce at all. So definitely a thumbs up for that for its first big outing. Other news on the channel coming up, we've just got a last minute entry into Freedom Racing's Hurtwood 50k. So on the 3rd of December, we're going to be heading off up country, running a pretty tough 50k race that I haven't run before. So that's going to be really good preparation leading into next year. So really looking forward to that. But yeah, like I said, hope you enjoyed coming out on the Zena loop, a loop that I've run hundreds of times before, and we filmed it on the channel before. And like I say, great to catch up with John, see how he's feeling. Big thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. As always, we'll see you back here very soon. And like I always say at the end of every video, stay safe and keep on running.